Josh, how long is a workday?
It should be 8 hours a day.
Should be about 8 hours. Do you think that going to high school or college set you up for success, or just any school set you up for success in a corporate environment?
I would think so.
Really?
Yeah, just because of the amount of hours that I had to sit in those classes.
Okay. But did you have to spend 12 hours
Oh my God. In a class?
in a
No.
classroom setting at school?
No. That's crazy. That's so long.
Well,
Oh my God.
they
I don't
think
wanna hear this.
a school in London is thinking that this is the solution. All Saints Catholic College in London is launching a pilot program that consists of kids going to school for 12 hours between breakfast and dinner. So from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., they're going to be at school.
The parents are probably gonna love this
They're
because
gone.
they're like, my kid is gone all day. I can do whatever I want, but this puts the responsibility on the school.
Yeah, this program has a lot of different things. They'll be supervised in doing homework, sports, drama, cooking, and family style evening meals where they can all talk to each other. But they won't have their smartphones. So they're banning their smartphones too.
Oh my God,
That's
crazy. Actually,
this is
thinking about it.
insane.
In real life, you get to have your phone.
That's true. I mean, you have to look up your email or answer work phone calls or something.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some avenue there. But this is all in response to the idea that businesses don't want to hire the younger generation.
Oh, that's interesting. Actually,
So this is like the idea that they're going in and it's like, you know what? We're going to prepare these kids for the work environment. And I'm like, I don't know. But there's plenty to talk about.
I have a lot to say about this. Yeah.
But we'll get right into that after you consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment on interesting topics like this one daily. So if you want to stay up to date with interesting topics like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So families can opt into this program, which is a 12-hour school day. But, can you guess how many people would sign? Like, oh, this seems pretty ridiculous. Like, oh man.
Thousands
Thousands?
of people I feel would sign up for this.
Okay, maybe less.
The reason I say that is because parents, for the most part, most of them don't have enough time in the day for themselves or for others. So that's why I
They
feel
get
like
more time?
They would get more time back. And the thing is, I do remember I had a coach that said if they're at school or if they're doing sports, they're not doing something bad. So
That's fair.
being at school for such a long time,
12 hours.
I think for most parents, they'd be like, oh yeah, I would
Sign them up.
Sign them up. Where do I sign? Dotted line.
Oh man. Well, it's not thousands, but it's still quite a few people. So 120 families have signed up for this program.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. I mean, that's like multiple classrooms, probably 3, 4 classrooms full. But I think this is going to be insane.
Do you think that this would prepare you for the real life? Like, let's say like you had this experience and you went to school 12 hours a day.
I don't know. I don't know if that would. It depends on what they're doing. Like, are you trying to train me to? I don't. The thing is that they're trying to like teach social skills and other things that go beyond having a phone or like that type of stuff, or being like engaged for 12 hours. And I'm like, that seems a lot.
Pull up Excel
for 12 hours. Man,
see how
you'd be brain dead.
See how you do in
That's
the
a
workplace.
brain rot.
See how you do in the workplace environment. Only the strongest kids will get hired. This is the Hunger Games, but except with school and Excel and math and all this other stuff.
I mean, in some ways, I think it makes sense. Like, if they said it's more tailored to bringing them back to like the roots of like, just like beyond social media, beyond having like a communication device. So I think that would make sense, being completely disconnected, because a lot of times people start to have like a lack of social skills because they're always communicating through technology.
Yeah, I do know, or at least I've heard, it's that communication is key, especially in
Mm.
the workplace. Being able to cooperate with others, being able to work independently as well. And if they are trying to really set up people for success
Mm.
here, it might not be the time length, but it might be the skills that they're able to teach. Is my opinion on it. I think you could do that well within 8 hours, but 12 hours it seems a little excessive,
Mm.
unless they're teaching other things besides that, like maybe etiquette or workplace etiquette,
Yeah.
workplace politics, or other things like that.
So I think this all stems down to a survey that has happened on for the Intelligent magazine, an online
Mhm.
magazine focused on student life. In December 2023, they surveyed 800 managers, directors, and executives involved in the hiring process and found that 39% of employers actively avoided hiring recent college graduates for roles they're qualified for.
Okay,
I mean, that's pretty bad.
that is really bad.
So they just like, you know what? No.
But I wonder if they hired, because you said hiring recent college graduates for roles that they're qualified for.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're hiring non-recent college graduates
Probably.
for roles that like people have been in for a long time. So that's like, who else is taking these jobs? If these people are qualified, there must be other people who are applying for these roles that are more qualified or have not are non-recent college graduates.
Or like they're getting hired into positions that are lower than they need to be.
Yeah.
And then like from that position, so they're not a recent college grad, they have like some sort of work experience. And then from that like lower position, they go to the actual job they want to be in.
I do remember hearing that companies are less likely now to take a chance on hiring new college graduates, at least in the U.S. because of what is it?
The
Because
large friggin' talent pool.
the large talent pool, also inflation, the cost of borrowing money, and wanting to have like people with experience come in
Yeah.
and do the job. But you're right, a large talent pool already.
So in addition to the 39% of employers actively avoiding hiring, 1 in 5 employers say that recent college graduates are unprepared for interviews and are often unprofessional. 53% of employers surveyed said that recent college graduates struggle with eye contact. 50% say they ask for unreasonable compensation. 47% say they don't dress appropriately for interviews. And 21% said they refuse to turn their cameras on for virtual interviews.
That's insane to think
Okay, I
about,
mean,
yeah.
like some of this doesn't make sense.
No. Yeah.
Maybe this shy. So like the 53%, maybe they're just shy. You know, it's kind of odd to like have eye contact with employers if you're on like through Zoom or something.
Through Zoom, you look at. Oh, I mean, like through
But
Zoom.
what are you gonna do? Like look directly in the camera? That seems kind of odd. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unreasonable compensation. That's an interesting one.
I've seen what is it, TikToks on this, or
Really?
I've seen shorts on this where they where they
You gotta start up high, and then you go.
you lower it down. You ask for the high compensation, and then you keep on whittling it down.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a normal, maybe not like a normal thing.
But this doesn't make it. Well, I mean, like, but
maybe not dress appropriately. I don't know. That's like depends on the position. I
But
suppose.
let me circle back to the 50% ask for unreasonable compensation.
Yeah,
The easiest
half
way-
of them.
Maybe the thing is the people came underprepared because you could easily do your research on like Glassdoor.
Yeah.
You could easily do your research on other companies that have hired. If they have like a budget that they want or a range, you could easily see that, or even from other states. It might not be apples to apples, but you
Yeah.
could probably find a good range and not ask for unreasonable compensation. The only reason I could see someone doing this is because they think it's like, maybe I could go and maybe I'm leaving money on the table by not asking this reasonable amount. But
Which is kind of true though. Like a lot of times if you're not asking for it, you're not gonna get it.
yeah.
They come back. What are they gonna say? Like if they offer you the job, and then you throw out a number, and it's like, well, what kind of compensation are you looking for? And you say this much, and then they are then put in the thing where the driver seat, like they need to do a counter. I was like, oh, we were actually thinking more in lines of this much.
But
And then it's not like, okay, then you can like
But
talk.
I do hear that people say it's like whoever says their number first essentially loses. I think that there is a good way to go about it and say it's like, oh, I
This
want
is
to
the
work well.
range.
Yeah, or say it's like I want to work well within your budget. I know that you guys have like a range for
Yeah.
these typical roles. I want to know the range so I fit into that. And then you say the top end, the top end of that.
I mean, they're not going to tell you. Only in like some states,
Mm-hmm.
like the United States. This is obviously a UK story, like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But in the United States, in some states, they
Provide a range. Yeah.
provide a range of like what the position will be asking for. Because I feel like a lot of times people are going and interviewing for these positions, but then come to find out it's nowhere near the amount they want or would like consider changing jobs or going to the position for.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot. I think it's a big waste of time and money for everybody if they're going into these interviews with a different like perception of like how much they're going to get paid. I think it makes more sense to just have the salary range like shown.
Yeah.
So it's like, the people who are interested will apply. People who are not interested won't apply.
Mm-hmm.
But let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would you send your kid to this? Do you think that it's unreasonable for kids to be,
in school for 12 hours.
I mean, I feel like maybe.
If you're a parent, what do you think?
What do you think? They're just sending them there for longer. Just send them there forever. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.